Welcome to Off the Leash. My name is Kenzie.
And I'm Izik Nox.
And this is a show about everything animal news related from around the world. In this episode, we're going to be talking about whales attacking sharks, an accountant that gets pulled under the water by a sea lion, and then more sharks.
Our first story takes us down to South Africa, where a shark has been found dead in a fishing net. But what's interesting about this is that it was found with a turtle stuck in its throat.
A huge giant turtle. Like this turtle was probably about
the size of the shark's throat.
So was it a great white shark that ate the turtle?
It was, yes. Usually they do not feed on turtles. Tiger sharks are the ones that actually go after turtles. Funny thing about turtles, when they sense their predators coming, someone as big as a shark, they actually have this trick where they flip sideways in order for the shark not to be able to swallow it. But I guess this shark was more daring than the rest, and like, I can open my mouth that wide.
So how long do you think it had it in its mouth before it died? You know, it'd be kind of awkward in conversation with other sharks, swimming along with other great white sharks, and they're like, so what are you up to?
It's not the first time that sharks have been caught while they're choking on something. Actually, in Canada, there was a case where two Canadians stumbled on a shark, beached itself because it was choking on a piece of moose.
Piece of moose?
A piece of moose, that's correct. Now, they are uncertain how the piece of moose got in the shark's mouth. It is possible that maybe a bear had killed the moose and ate most of it, and then a shark came up and wanted to, finish off one of the legs, and it decided it could swallow the whole thing, but it just got stuck midway, and then the shark had no way of retrieving it. Luckily, two Canadian men saw this and managed to pull the piece of moose out of the shark's mouth, and it's around.
I heard a story not too long ago too where there were some hikers just hiking Vancouver Island, and they came across a shark that was stuck in the mouth of a moose. Our moose in Canada, they're pretty big.
And then a sea lion came up and took the piece of shark out of the moose's mouth and said, no, that piece of shark is mine, and ate it. Suffocating is a bad way to go, so remember, if you can't swallow it, don't put it in your mouth.
Our next story takes us
to California,
where a fisherman was fishing off the coast. Where the fuck? He caught this huge yellowtail fish, and while he's holding it, he turned to his wife and he said, hey, take a picture. His wife said, smile, and just as he clicked the picture, a sea lion came up, grabbed the fish and his hand, and yanked him off the side of the boat and dragged him 20 feet under the ocean, where he struggled, punching and kicking the sea lion, and finally the sea lion let go of his hand. The fish got away, probably dead, bit in half, and he started swimming up to the top, where the sea lion came around again and bit him in the foot, causing a hole in his bone. That accountant wasn't counting on this happening. Oh, come on! I haven't even finished the joke yet! Anyway, keep going.
I have nothing.
It's all me. Well, it's an incredible story. Sea lions are very aggressive animals at times, so never go swimming with sea lions.
And especially not a good idea to flaunt your trophies, because predators will come around and take them.
So the guy did survive, and he actually came up to the surface where his wife wrapped him up and took the boat into the ocean, into land. And what?
His wife wrapped him up.
Wrapped him up.
Like a Christmas gift.
Yes, he was bleeding all over the place, and she didn't want to get any blood on the boat. It was a nice boat.
She's like, you're probably not going to make this, so she just wrapped him up, tossed him in the trunk of the boat.
Honey, can you sign here, here, and here, and you're going back into the water.
Our next story takes us to the coasts of Japan. This is an incredible story, and you would think that there's a mafia involved in this, but it's actually killer whales. Great white sharks have been found dead, and their stomachs have been cut open and their livers removed.
That is crazy. I can't believe that would happen. Are you sure it wasn't humans that were doing this?
Well, scientists have found that these sharks not only have their livers missing, and one of them actually also had their heart missing, but they also had numerous scars from killer whale teeth.
Oh, that's quite interesting. It was only recently that professionals have found out that it was killer whales that were harvesting the liver and heart from these great white sharks. Before that, it was humans that were doing it. Humans! How dare you kill all these beautiful animals in the ocean? They do not cure cancer! So how many sharks have they found?
So far they have found 3, but it is possible that there's many more sharks that have not been found. What's interesting is that killer whales are carnivorous, but they don't eat the rest of the shark, they just go for the liver.
This is interesting also because there's only one other animal that I know of that does the same thing, and that are wolves that live on Vancouver Island. They will actually kill a salmon and just eat the brains and leave the rest for grizzly bears that follow behind them.
Scientists do say that these events are actually kind of uncommon. Some other scientists say that killer whales are harmless to humans. Now, I don't know about you, Jay, but if a mammal is capable of killing and removing a liver from the great white shark, that's not an animal I would want to swim with peacefully.
Yeah, especially when they're carrying behind them little utensils like cutting tools, because we just found out recently that they've gone to medical school.
It is uncertain whether or not these livers will end up on the black market. Thank you for watching another exciting episode of our show. Links to all the stories are down below.
There's also a secret link, and this one is a doozy. It's exciting. Click it, check it out.
Don't forget to subscribe to the show and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload, which is Thursdays at 6. Every time you subscribe, a piece of moose gets pulled out of a shark's mouth.
Yes, hit that bell. And remember, always support your local animal rescues. See you next week.
Have a good night, everybody.